What's up, guys? My name's Glitch Rune. You just call me Rune. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it going? Thank you for the 8 months. That's awesome. How are you doing? So I'm doing a little setup right now. It's kind of a chill stream tonight. I don't have many streams this week because yesterday I was finishing up my version 3 to get to my committee, and that's been sent out. So that's what we've been working on yesterday. And then this weekend, Thursday, I'm heading out of town for a wedding. So I will be out of town this weekend. Body sore, but I'm happy that that's good. Whose wedding? It's a friend from grade school. Yeah, I gotta do wedding party stuff. One of the groomsmen. I have to go do stuff actually. You really keep your friends? It happens, yeah. I mean, all my friends I hang out with now are from high school, and some of my grade school friends and some other high school friends are in touch, but like I don't know, they're around. We can kind of pick up where we left off, sort of thing. I never have issues keeping friends, I guess. Ah, crap. What am I doing? Set my this. I want music. Where's my browser? Holy crap! Why are there so many Spotify widgets open? Can you guys hear music? Is that it? Did I do it? I think it did. Okay, so we've finished version 0.0.3. So I'm kind of going to start working towards version 0.1. And I'm going to break it up into 2 because I have a lot of stuff I want to do. And I don't want to make it like that I don't get it out to you guys for testing. So I'm going to make some smaller changes first for version 0.4. Get that out, and then 0.1 will be a big update. You don't remember beyond the teachers who your classmates or friends were? Only remember one idiot in 3rd grade who somehow set fire to the classroom. Well, goddamn. So we are past all the annoying stuff of getting some basic thing going. I can show you what the game is right now. We even have music right now, so that's fun. It's just placeholder music. I'm gonna replace it with actual music when I get it. It's just some stuff I found online, or I bought off the Unity store. So just placeholder stuff, but it'll keep the vibe that we're aiming for. But yeah, we got to do a lot of the fun stuff, like continue on our stuff and add our skill trees and our experience and leveling system. This is the stuff I really want to get in because that's the core of the game. And I'll continue working on the story as I go, but the story is going to kind of be in the later updates. We do have a couple more stuff added. And I can show you. Let me show you where we are in terms of current game. And the girl who vomited all over you in 1st grade. Besides those two, you don't remember. I mean, that's fair. If you never got close to anyone. I also lived in I don't know, I went to private school, so I had a small schools that are, pretty easy to remember everyone. Okay, hold on. We're gonna make this. I could do just game audio. Make that connected to Unity. Okay, so let me show you what the game I have right now. As I said, it's a very early build. I can show you some stuff I want to do in the next thing. We're also in private schools. You've always been introverted. I mean, I was pretty introverted. I mean, I wasn't the most introverted, but I was also the teacher's son, so I don't know. Kind of put me in the center of attention for a lot of stuff without wanting to. Wow, Dan. God damn, just coming in here. Well, here's my game at where I is right now. As I said, I'm not releasing this yet. I want to do a couple more things before I release this as the next version. But you see, you actually hear music. We actually have music now. We actually have settings, so you can disable all the confirmations if you want. You can disable the tutorials. And you can actually update music super loud or super quiet. And there is a change log. Here's the change log for version 3. And see, version 3 is kind of smaller compared to version 2, which was much bigger. That's all version 2. And then version 1 was nothing. When is version 69? You'll just have to wait for that one. That is when we'll add this sex update. But yeah, we added some more story for our boy Jake. I'm not gonna play through it because I kind of want you guys to experience that one. But he now has 2 more interactions. Damn, how high do I gotta pay on Kickstarter to be added to that update? I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, there's a new quest called Help Jake. Oh, it's like being a teacher's child. My aunt was your math teacher in 7th grade, but your grandparents were on private school academy board of directors. Yeah, I mean, my teacher, or my mom was teacher. It wasn't that bad. Especially in a private school. If it was a public school, I feel like that would be worse. If I was the teacher's child there. But considering it was a private school, it was just kind of like, oh yeah, I just hung out in school all the time, pretty much. Because after school, I don't leave. I have to wait for my mom to finish all her stuff. So I basically just sit in her classroom and play on the computers that were in the classrooms. It's pretty much what I did. I guess that's kind of where I got my start for my computers, was just sitting after school, stuck in a classroom. I guess. But yeah, so we'll do this. So as you can hear, there's more music. Each screen has its different music. There's combat music. More combat music. We added goblin names. So as you can see, we have Boilbrain, Vomit Face, Drool Slobber, Scuzzdrip, and Slugsnot, or Slugsnout. So they're all very, very goblin-esque names. Let's see if we can... I'm trying to get the box feel. Okay, this has the town shop. Just so you can hear the different, sounds and everything. There's also this one. So yeah, more stuff. One of the things I want to do is I want to redesign all of the UI because it's very basic. Not really much to it. Plus, there's also this issue where Hold on. Currently, we have it stuck at 1920 by 1080, but we could do, if we do free aspect, you'll start seeing the issues. Like we don't have any scalability. As you can see, like the thing's just kind of stuck. It should be scalable. Which I don't know how much, but like it's not center. The Adventurers Guild isn't center. It's like based on the right side. I feel like you could definitely see it here. Like you see all this stuff is mushed together. You can't read it at all. So that's kind of one of the big things I want to do for this update is add scalability, redesign the UI entirely, and actually add some art for the UI. So that's one of the things we're going to do for this. The other stuff is we're going to add some more systems, as I mentioned before. But we also going to do a lot more fun stuff because I'm not on the time crunch anymore. I mean, I want to not spend an enormous amount of time on it. Ow! Because I want to get this game done. So it's not like I'm not going to get stuff done. But we can now have a little bit more freedom with what we do. Instead of trying to rush to get it to a quote-unquote done state. Hold on, I got to open up GitHub. I like using GitHub with my stuff. It allows me to keep everything organized because this version is technically this is the version I'm your stuff. Okay. This version is the version 3 is basically the version I have for my master's degree. So I'm gonna create a new one for version 0.0.4. New branch. Okay. Oh, the music stopped. Okay. Okay. Now that we have that all established, now let's take a look at what tasks we could do. And you guys can give feel free to give input what you would like to be seen done. I'm just gonna throw the stuff I know I want in 0.4. All this stuff is open to do it. I want to get class progression in there. Oh, wait, the story's not there? Oh, I don't have a story for version. Okay, hold on. New task. If there's anything else you guys want to see in it that's not mentioned, also feel free to throw out suggestions. I'm always open for suggestions. Version 0.0.4. Okay. So, I think we're going to leave an adventurer's manual. This is kind of like the big tutorial thing, which you'll be able to read in depth all the tutorial stuff if you want to. We'll leave that in 0.1. Able to zoom in too far. I think this is a bug, so we kind of want to throw this into 0.4. It's kind of like a niche thing. Let's see. Status effects would be cool. Not necessary, though. I want to do leveling systems. We don't have any leveling system yet. We have 0 progression in the game right now, which is what I want 0.4 to be, is basically the progression update. Which we can even name this. We could be like progression update. One thing I want to do with 0.4 is when I get it, because I want it to get to a state that is like more full of what the game is is I think I'm gonna switch from itch to Steam so that I can just push out updates and you guys can get it like directly. So I'm kind of excited to deal with that stuff. So I might add that over here as just like a task setup. Steam page for Game Studio. What this? I don't even know what this would be. I should make a new one. I'm gonna make a new one. Administration. Let's see. Categories. We want a new one called admin. I'm gonna make this black. Story. I don't know. We shouldn't really have this part of a story, I guess. No work. And then we're gonna make this admin. There we go. Whoops. Don't want to save. Okay, let's look at this again. Oh yeah, we're gonna add another one for create Steam page for the Cubic Chronicles. Obviously gonna be me. Okay, now let's look at the rest of these tasks because we have a lot of tasks we can do. As it's status effects we don't need to do for this one. Maybe abilities and players. Any player stuff we can leave off for now. Like the VFX, don't really need it. We could do that in the Alpha 4 version. For stat, these are just, that's for new class, enemy levels. We want to add this one to it. This is kind of a big task, but I'll also add this to it. Temple map. So we could do maps. We could probably pull these as we go if we want to start doing more art. And I'm okay working on Alpha 4 stuff while doing progression update. I'm not concerned about that. Update map names to be more cube puns. Allow moving. I kind of want this one because this would be a cool one to implement. Sound effects. I kind of want to get sound effects in there too. Even basic sound effects. Update text. I also want this one. Text is kind of hard to read. Stamina. I'm not sure we're going to do stamina. I'm going to leave this here because I don't know what I want to do with it yet. We're going to add secondary classes. This is part of the progression update. Obviously, class progression has to be part of the progression update. Like, if it's not, then what are we doing? Class tree is going to be part of it. Unlocking classes is going to be part of it. Equipment management is going to be part of it. So we're adding all these systems back in. We had it initially, but I removed it because I wanted to get a version out for my master's degree. And we're kind of at the point where my master's degree is nearing the end, so I don't really need to worry about my versioning anymore for the master's degree. Enemy compendium, we're going to wait. Update data stored. We can wait for that one because I'm going to do a refactor in Alpha 4. Redesign UI layouts. I do want to do this during this version. Teleportation on Overworld. I want to get a spell eventually, but that might be waiting until version or Alpha 4. Death state. We don't have any death states right now, so I want to figure out what I want to do for death states. So I think that's a good one for progression update. Animate character damage text. Well, we can wait on that. We can wait on the maps. As I said, if we want to do this stuff, I'm always down to do it before we get finished. Pure shot archery ability, lightning magic ability, overworld location information, cleric class, character recruitment. This is going to be part of the progression update. Inventory. We could do this one part of it too. Don't need that one. Add code to make tree leaves transparent. We can wait on that one. Combine scenarios and quests. We've kind of already done that. I've kind of made a system, but we can revisit it to see if I want to do it later. Update tutorials. Okay, we can wait on that one. Add key binding. I do want to do this on this, so I will add this to this. Menu controls. Whoops, key bindings. This is gonna be, I guess, we'll stick this here. This is gonna be combat level. This will be narrative quest. Update tutorials. This will also be quest menu narrative. Figure out patcher. So this is kind of an admin thing, and this might be eliminated if I do Steam. So maybe not a thing. But we'll have to check that out later. Convert prefabs to FBX. So this is just cleaning some stuff up. But this could be waited. Like, wait. Add unlocking POI from quests. I do want to do this. So this is so that you'll like slowly unlock POI once you hit a certain progression or like a certain story or something. Now there's still a lot we need to clean up for progression and questing, but I don't know, we might have to get to that later. We could wait on this one. Rework navigation path. Okay, this is gonna have to be done. I might do it in version 0.1 though. Because pathfinding is kind of it messes up a lot right now. And this is kind of an admin thing, but I do want to add some way of giving more feedback directly in-game. Because currently I just use Google Docs, and I want to try to figure out how I can do that more in-game and make it more like, I don't know, if you see an update, it'll be easier for people to just like, oh yeah, let's fill out this quick questionnaire sort of thing. Because currently I have like hit and miss if people will actually fill it out or not. I've had people like, I've sent the game out to people and they played it, but like they don't really take the time to fill out the rest. And I get it. It's an extra hassle, and I'm asking them to play my game. Like, I understand the circumstances, but I still want feedback from people. So I just want to try to make it easier for people to do so. So maybe menu future. Now, what do we have in the backlog? Customize guilds and enemy keeping colors. See, that would be a cool one to include. You fill it. I know some people fill it out. You're one of them. I do get some. As I said, I still get a decent amount of them, so it's not like I don't get any. I just want to make it easier for people. instead of, it also hopefully will be easier if I do it myself, so I don't have to keep creating a new Google form every time. I just got to figure out how to get that going correctly. So I'm going to add this one to version 4. This should go to version 1. I'm going to add, as I am doing this in version 4, so we're going to add deaths to that. This would be a cool one. We'll actually leave these right now. I don't want to put too much into each. I kind of want to keep it sort of thin. I think we already have one over here for this. We might just delete this, but I honestly don't know if I want a pixel shader anymore. I like the thing, but we can mess with this eventually. Yeah, we might do this one. This would be a cool one to add pretty early. Should be pretty easy and cool. More classes, abilities, enemy variety, improve enemy AI. I mean, we need that one pretty badly. Refactor code. So I'm going to do this for 0.4. But I won't do this on stream because this is going to be a long, tedious process for that. Story quests. Game settings. I already have game settings. This is done technically. Okay, so I don't have this one. We have sound options started. Resolution options. Key bindings. We also have disable confirmations and skip tutorials. Skip tutorials. Hide unlock POI. I think some of these will be handled, but add generated enemy NPCs. Oh, okay. This is done. We can call this one done. Delete. Add system update enemy factions, color scheme, and settings. Okay. Add ability to turn off different confirmation mobiles in settings. That is done. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at our board. We have 28 things. That's pretty good. I think I generally like going for 30, around 30. I think is a good number for an update. It's a nice solid chunk. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of, since you guys are here, I'll give you a sneak peek of what one of the quests are. I'm going to turn off the audio because I just don't want to hear it right now. So if you save an option, it'll save until you, like it'll still be saved. Like it'll constantly be saved. One thing I do want to do is I want to add the version number to the save so that I can make sure to clear it out or convert it if I can. When you start up a game with a new like version. So we might add that. Hold on, let me add that. That'll be a good one. So we're gonna add one called task. Convert settings or saved settings between game versions. So yeah, menu, sounds, sure, controls. Add version number to saved settings. Convert older versions to newer saved settings. I hope from now on, it might be changed. I might have to add like a conversion for save files. But currently save files are not versioned, so you have to kind of reset them every time. Oh, I should add that. I mean, if we're doing it for settings, might as well. Convert save files between versions. I mean, we can do it. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be hard. So that'll be nice for you guys between one version and the other. And I mean, I'll specifically tell you guys if there's like, oh yeah, you might have an old save file that is past something we added. You know, maybe you go back. I don't even know what that would be. Character narrative, sure. 0.4. Add the ability to convert old save files to new game versions. And then add versioning to save files. Okay, so what do we have? And what should we try to dive at first? Is there anything you guys would like to see done? I'm not going to do these admin stuff. I'll do that on my own time. I'm not going to do any refactoring either. I think these class progression stuff might be the most interesting stuff for you to see right now. Because it'll be a lot of like messing with screens and getting them working. I'm not going to do redesign right now because I have to go look for art, or art ideas. As I said, I'm not going to do refactor code. I can do character recruitment. I could do inventory. I could try key bindings, but I think I'm going to have to look stuff up for that. I could try unlocking POI. Class trees, class progressions, secondary class, unlocking classes, equipment management, class management would all be good. Character stats and achievements would also be good. Allowing moving spaces further away than one would be good. Not updating text. I need to go find some art for that. So I'm going to move this to the bottom. I'm going to move all the stuff that is not. Here, let's see. We can do that. Move the top. We can do that. Move the top. We can do that. Again. I don't know about that one. I want to put this right there. Inventory screen, we can easily do that. Refactor code, character recruitment, we can do that. Death state, I want to design, but I'll put it with add key bindings. Character stats and achievements, yeah, we can do that. Move to the top. Update text to be more reasonable. I'll put that with the other ones. Multiple resolutions. We could do that, but it's going to be kind of boring to watch. I'm going to put this with death state. Technically, these are going to be the same. Is this locked by character recruitment? Okay. I mean, we can do this one. I just don't know if you guys want to watch some bug chasing. We can do that one. We can do that one. We can do that one. I'm not going to do that one. That's going to take a while. We could do that one. This is probably more likely than the others because I think we already have sounds for this. So I'm going to put this like here. We could do that one. We can do that one. We could do that one. That one. That one. That one. That one. So I think these are the same. I don't know why I have two of these. Figure out new AR, redesign overworld, and combat UI. Yeah, I think they're the same. Refactor code, I'm not going to do. Okay, so this is what we have available. I think I'm more likely to... I would like to do class progression. That would be a good one. With class management, those would be good. Equipment management. Yeah, we can also do that one. Unlocking classes. It's kind of below those. Class tree is going to be below those. Secondary class is kind of with management. We could do that. Enemy levels. So leveling is something I want to do. But we might want to do leveling before progression. In character custom. This would be a good one to do. Character recruitment will also be a good one to do. We kind of want. I feel like that would be better after the character customization. Class progression. Oh, this would be a fun one to do too. These will both be doable. I don't know how interesting they would be. Add unlocking POI. We could do inventory screen would be simple. Okay, so that's what we have. As you see, we're doing a lot of class or like character progression today, and for this version. So let's get into the actual creation and doing stuff. I do want to show you. I do have a new quest for Jake, and I kind of want to. I'll give you a quick sneak peek, because one of them is you can skip tutorials now, so you can just go yes, and it'll go automatically to the overworld. You still need to do the first quest, so it's going to here. 1920 by 10, and then Adventures Guild. And he has a little thing. He gives you a little spiel about the Adventures Guild. And we have this quest here. It's called Please Help Jake. That's the first quest you have to accept from the guild. It's called Please Help Jake. So what this quest is... This quest comes directly from the Adventures Guild. My nephew is a brand new adventurer in our ranks, and holy cubics, he is exceptionally weak. Can you accompany him on his next quest? It's a simple quest. Head over to Tetrafern Woods and defeat a couple of goblins. Make sure Jake comes back in one piece. At least minimal pieces. It would be doing me a huge favor. So yeah. And then yeah, you accept it, you leave. You can't do any other quests until you complete this quest. So, and then yeah, you could go over to Tetrafern and do the quest. I'm not gonna play through it yet. I want you guys to experience it. Just a little bit more dialogue, not too crazy, but hopefully I can keep adding more depth to the game with more unique encounters. And yeah, you'll start learning more about Jake. Jake will be a side character. He's not gonna be one of the main characters. Obviously, you are the main characters. I was thinking about making one guy like the main character and like having him a named one that you can't rename. But then I was again I was like, why not? Why not just have you be able to rename everyone? You know? Or I was thinking about having like you as the player character, like It's one character you can't get rid of. So there's only one character that you always have. You can customize them all you want, but they're technically your main character, which is I think I might go with, because I want to be able to interact with the other characters. So if you have a quick conversation, you know, you could actually say something instead of being a voiceless player character. I don't know. I was also thinking about eventually adding like a personality stat to players where they could generate text and stuff based on their personality, and they could just say stuff themselves, and it could kind of get crazy from that stuff. But that'll be in a future update, if anything. I think that'd be pretty cool. Definitely gonna take a lot of work. We gotta get our AI system working. I'm planning on working with Orion in this summer to try to figure out the AI system for this. My ultimate goal is by TwitchCon, so like September, I have at least a full working demo and a decently sized game, so that I can either release it in early access, or you know, have some stuff to kind of pass out at TwitchCon to kind of get my game out there. I would love to you know, pass out game codes and stuff at TwitchCon. I think that'd be cool. I mean, the ultimate goal would get a demo out there by the end of July, so I could start looking for publishers, or determine if I want to be my own publisher. I don't know. I'll probably do publishers for my first couple games, so because I need to get my name out there for, you know, being a good developer. Right now, I don't have anything to my name, so just releasing anything would be good. Which I do plan on releasing stuff like smaller games. This is kind of my long-term game, so I might just keep this as my personal side project. You know, I worked on, and eventually, you know, release early access and keep working on it in my free time. Where I'm gonna release other games, like I'm doing one with PT. I think I have one going with Nikara, and I also have one possibly going with Orion. Those are all games that are gonna be on like side projects, but they should be fun. But yeah, let's stop the talking. Let's get to the actual development. You know, you guys aren't here for me to talk. I mean, maybe you are. I mean, you probably are just here for me to talk. What is today? Tuesday? Okay. Okay, so does anyone have anything that you would like to see done first in this list right here? I might do it in my free time, but I want to get done. I probably won't do it on stream because it's going to be kind of boring. But I want to do the multiple resolution support and key bindings eventually. But I'll probably do that off stream because that could be boring stuff. I want to try to keep like the fun stuff on stream. Like experience and leveling systems could be fun. Character stats will be fun. Character customizations could be fun. Recruitment could be fun. One thing is like I want to add more human names to the list because I only have a list of 200 human names. So, um, I might throw out there like if you guys have human names that you want to see in the game, I might make a channel somewhere. Because these are just the top 200 popular human names or names in America, like boy and girl. So yeah, we still have some possible just generated stuff. Because I could use an AI just to generate random stuff, but they kind of repeat a lot. I think that's my biggest issue with AI is that they will repeat a lot. Because I tried to do it with goblin names, and they did a lot of this repeating. So I'll accept any human and goblin names, and I'll add them to the list. Be a fun maybe a fun contest or something. Like if you come up with the most unique goblin name, you'll get a game code when the game comes out or something. That'd be cool. I want to make notes. Let's see, make list or make channel for human goblin names. Suggestions. Contest for most unique names. Okay. Okay. So that's that. Let's get rid of all the stuff. What are we deciding to do first? Let me look again. I don't think we ever decided. I guess for now, I'll try to do the character customization at this point. So the one thing I have an issue with for character customization, maybe it's not an issue. Hey, welcome in. How's it going? How you doing, Mocha? Currently trying to figure out what I want to do for this game development I'm working on. I'm gonna do the see. I could probably do this, but I have a lot of like, and we'll go through it. I'll show you guys what I have like things to think through. How are you doing, Mocha? We're joined. We're doing some game development. I don't know if you've seen it in my game, but it's a turn-based strategy game with these little cube guys. But yeah, this is basically, I mean, it's a combat game, so you have some abilities and whatnot. But yeah, that's basically the game at this point. We're still working through it. Very early in the process. But yeah, now we're going to look at how to customize it, guys. Because when you generate a character... Hold on, I got to pull up a specific... I got to pull up a specific folder. Okay, so this is our local folder. This is where we save all of our like our current data. This is where the settings data is. This is where our save data is. And this is where our portraits are currently saved. So the one thing I have to figure out for character customizations is that when they change their color and name, these need to be updated along with the data. Like the data has to be updated and then these have to be updated. So we can try to get the save data first, and then we can worry about doing it live. But before we get on that, let's run some ads, and I'll try to get everything pulled up. What am I doing? I said I was going to do something, and then I just sat here. Okay, where are we going to put the inn? Inn should be in the Adventures Guild. I was like, yeah, I'll get this up while you guys are in ads, and then just not do jack shit. Just kind of like chill here. Tavern. The one issue with this is I currently haven't named Tavern. I want to rename it. And this UI is so ugly. I gotta redo all the UI. I have a really cool idea for the tavern. I want to show like a top-down view of the tavern. And I want to make... I want the UI to be very minimalistic. As minimalistic as we can. And I think I want to try to figure out how to do a pixel generation, like for just slight pixel and stuff. Not insane. Just enough for a little bit of shading, which is what the render is. So I think it would be really cool, like top down. This is a tavern. There's, you know, adventures in here doing stuff, sort of thing. And then you have a couple options, and like as I said, it's gonna be like very minimalistic UI. Like it's gonna be pretty close to this, but yeah, I don't know. I might stop using this font and just go for a more normal font. Just because there's some stuff that it just doesn't look good, especially the cues. The cues are the most annoying part about it. I mean, I think it looks good, but like, I don't know. If I'm going to go simplistic, I want to make it simplistic. The main thing about it is I just want it to be clean, like the UI. I want it to be clean. I don't want it to be too cluttered. Which I feel like a lot of my stuff is just too big. Like, if you look at a game, like, a lot of the stuff is smaller. But for some reason, when I make a game, I always want to make them big. Like, I don't think this should be this big. I don't think you need this much in my face. You do see a Mocha. Mocha was just here. Mocha might still be here. I don't know. I don't keep people hostage. Make it bigger? I don't think it needs to be bigger. I'm just thinking like all these games, like for example, let's see, Tactics Ogre. Let's look at Tactics Ogre character UI. See, this is Tactics Ogre UI, and like this looks so clean. This is what I want to get to eventually. Like, it's simplistic. Like, this is... I don't know why. Like, this image right here. This is the type of... Okay, why are you so zoomed in? Holy shit. This is the type of screen I want to get to. I just love the art. Like that's the art I wanted to get to initially, but like I'm not quite there. And I kind of like the cubes right now, but I don't know. I still like this art. But this UI is just so clean. Like, I don't know. It's like minimalistic, but also like not. You know what I mean? Like this is minimalistic. This is like, oh, your elevation 8. This is your sword. This is what you're using. But it's so simplistic, even though it has so much information. This is what I want to work towards. I think that art just really helps it, like this art and this art. I think my cubes might be a little bit too blocky, which I don't think is an issue. I just got to work around it. I'm also thinking about like Final Fantasy. Let me see, Final Fantasy Tactics. Fantasy Tactics UI. This is the one I was basing my current game off of. And like this is what I was saying, where it's like I think mine are too big. Because like this is what they have in their let's see. This is like their character screen. This is what they have for like their actions. Trying to think of see a clean version. This is their world map. That's kind of what I was aiming for with the world map. This one really shows off the UI though, the in combat UI. This is what kind of what I was going for, where it was like it has all the information here. And like I feel like my text is too big because this text isn't big compared to everything, you know? But it still tells you all you need to know. I'm trying to think. What XCOM? What is XCOM's? There's also Felseal, and there's also. See, we like taking inspiration from the games that. Let's see, Felseal UI is kind of eh. So the one thing with Felseal is like. It had a lot of feeling towards it, but like I feel like it like barely missed. And I can show you what I mean. The interesting thing is like this is before AI, and I'm not saying it looks AI, but I don't know. It kind of looks that feel, even though it was before AI time. Let's see, Felseal. There's also Troubleshooters. Also had some cool UI. I'll show you in a second. I know I'm not showing it, but I'm trying to pull up some stuff. And then the last one I was going to look at was XCOM 2 UI. So there's a lot of inspirations I want to take from all these. And it's just basically figuring out which inspirations you want to take. So I really like the Tactics though, like that's the newest one. This is the remake. They've remade the entire UI, and I think they did a really fantastic job with it. So that's definitely what I aim for the UI. This is the old school Tactics. So this is an older UI, but like you kind of still see the thing that we're going for. The main thing I want to do is just get away from the base Unity assets that mean that you don't have any assets sort of thing. This is Felseal. As I said, Felseal kind of looks like it. As I said, I don't know. It's a good game, but okay, you can't really see that. But I think Fell Seals is kind of big too, but they have a lot of information in here. And then this is Troubleshooter. This is another one that's more like XCOM. And this is a Korean game, I think. And then here's XCOM's. XCOM's is super simple. XCOM's pretty bare bones. Like, this is XCOM's. Man, I feel like I'm just blowing these images out. Like, oh yeah, take a look how good this game looks, and then I blow it out, and it's like, oh my god, what the hell am I looking at? Guys, this is a cryptid photo of an XCOM game. Why don't these image quality so bad? Don't know. But you kind of get the idea from that. So that's my whole goal for my UI. So my UI needs a lot of work. I was thinking, what was it? The Final Fantasy Tactics Tavern? Yeah, see how the tavern's kind of like, oh yeah, the main character's kind of just sitting at a tavern. This is kind of what I want to go for like the feel when you're at the Adventurers Guild. Like you're kind of overlooking a scene of the tavern. And then you kind of have these options here that are like, oh yeah, you have rumors, you leave the tavern. I think this is the multiplayer in the game. This is the other cool thing. I want to try to replicate this somehow, but this is the class selection. This is kind of like the famous class selection for Final Fantasy Tactics. Like if you see anything from Tactics, it's this. And then this is it's kind of small. I'm sorry it's kind of small. Is that if I like pull it up, it's gonna blow it out of proportion. There you go. Okay. But yeah, that's what I'm going for UI. So we shall see what we can do. Versus this is like the base Unity. This is what the Unity buttons look like without any art on them. So that's what we're rolling with right now, and it's fine for just blocking it out. But I don't even think I'm gonna end up like the blocked out version's gonna look like that. But I also got to do some research to figure out how to do screen resolutions and making sure things don't get too small or too big. So it's gonna require a lot of like research, testing, tweaking values. That's just gonna be a long process that I just want to do off stream. But we're here for the tavern. Now for the tavern, what we want to add is an inn. And the inn is where your player is going to be able to customize their characters. So that means they can customize their class's hat when I add those in. So like I'm going to add a couple hats for every class so that you could make them slightly different for every person. We're also going to add, you can change their names and their colors also. But yeah, let's see. So let me do this first. Let me pull up, I don't know, we'll make this 150 so you guys can see it. Okay. I wonder if can I change all this text to 150? Or is it okay with what you guys see now? I just feel like this stuff is way too small for you guys. Let's see. Unity, how to update editor text size. We'll see how crazy this gets. Let's see. Okay. God dang it. Go back. Go to edit, preferences, UI scaling. Use default. We're gonna make this 125. Close. It requires a restart. So let's restart this quickly. There we go. 125. And you guys can read it, hopefully. Hopefully it's not too insane for me to work with. We'll deal with it. Okay. So. Okay, so we gotta add. So tavern. One of the things I did was that I removed the tavern buttons. So now for the tavern, if we take a look at the tavern code. Let's see, tavern code. Nope. Resources, samples, scripts, core. Tavern manager. That's not it. It's gonna be an UI interface. Menus. Tavern menu. Tavern. So in tavern menu, we go to quest giver, where we want to go to tavern, which is funny because I'm going to rename this all the Adventurers Guild because it's really Adventurers Guild. But yeah, now we can go to tavern. So we'll test this out. Load game. Completed. Adventurers Guild. Go to tavern. So now we can go to quests or recruitment or leave. So we're going to add another one for in. So it's going to be reception, in, and recruitment are going to be the three. Reception, you can, or quest board maybe. Yeah, the quest board. Might do another one for reception, which might give you some story. I can add it as a placeholder for now, just to see how we feel. Okay, so we're looking at this. Let's hide that, recruitment, quest giver. Okay, we're gonna add two more here. We're gonna do that. This is gonna be what I say. This is gonna be quest board button. This is gonna be reception button. And this is gonna be in button. So reception should be first, quest can be next, in, and then recruitment, and then I think that's fine. So now let's update these. Recruitment. So this is kind of like the boring stuff. I mean, this is kind of cool because you'll see actual stuff happen and it actually be reflected. But like right now, I just have to go through and like basically rename everything. So in a sense, it's kind of the boring stuff. Or should I just do room? Room button? In room? In room button? In room. Quest board. I feel like we're just making everything longer for like no reason, but it's fine. Reception. And we're gonna name this the Adventurers Guild. Adventurers Guild. Okay, now let's make this so that you can see all the buttons. So I think first one's gonna be reception. That's fine. Quest board, we're gonna move down 100. Ooh, negative 50. There we go. Negative 50. Negative 150. Negative 250. And negative 350. Now the tavern. Wait, what are we connected to? A manager? It's gotta be the tavern, right? Tavern menu. It is connected to tavern. What? Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that's right. That's right. Okay, let's go look at the tavern. We gotta update that a little bit. So we gotta do a switch menu. So we're gonna do this the quest board clicked. We're gonna rename them to the right ones. Quest board. Recruitment leave. So we want reception. Quest board recruitment, and then we want void. Welcome back. Tavern menu. In room. Okay, so we have reception. We are gonna make this correctly be Adventurers Guild. When leave is clicked, then you go to leave? What? Leave. Ah, yes. Okay, then we have case reception. Break. Quest board. And then we have in room. The order? Quest board, yeah. We might have to update some of what you better hurry. What do you mean a better hurry? Don't make me hurry. Oh, I finally got PAX Day downloaded. I could try that out later. Before it's too late. I feel like you're just rushing for no reason now. Because I've already turned in my my thing to my masters, so I don't really have a deadline. Except for, you know, actually getting progress done on my game and not just not doing anything. That's my only deadline. because I already turned it into my community, and that's a different version now. So this is all on a new version. So we're currently adding some character customizations to our stuff. So I need to add like. Where are you located? Okay, tavern. We're gonna add a new one. This is gonna be in room. In room. Time for the rewrite. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. That will be a thing coming soon. I'm probably not gonna do it on stream because that would be boring as hell, but okay, we tavern menu, switch tavern. We gotta update that to be oh, why am I should make this an enum. I should make this a tavern menu enum. Tavern menu enum. And we're gonna move this up to the enums. We're gonna add a menu. Tavern menu enum. Okay, so the first one is we're gonna have the tavern. Nope. Okay, we want to rename this. We don't want to be tavern. If we're gonna rename it, we're gonna name it right to start with. Okay, rename to Adventurers Guild menu enum. First one's gonna be Adventurers Guild. Second one, we gotta do what's it for? Reception. What is that? Next one we gotta do is quest board. Then we got the in room. Then we got recruitment. Last is leave. Okay, there we go. Dot Adventurers Guild. You know, while we're at, we're just gonna rename this stuff. Screw it. We're doing it. Adventurers Guild menu. That was a big change. Okay, we're good. Adventurers Guild menu. We're gonna rename Tavern to Adventurers Guild. Tavern menu is gonna be Adventurers Guild menu. We're doing it. We're taking the hit. This is going to be Adventurers Guild. And then I will get better at doing that one day. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Tavern Manager, we gotta rename. It's not Tavern Manager anymore. Oh, this might mess up a lot. Okay, we're doing it. Okay. Game Manager. It's gonna be the Overworlds. I might change the town shop to market too. I kind of like the idea of a market versus a town shop also. I think that sounds better too. Overworlds. Maybe we need interfaces. Overworld. Not the pause menu. No, it's on me. It's gonna be on Overworlds map. Maybe? How's this game holding up? I did a lot of changes. Let's see what it does. Are you good? Okay. So, we're going to rename this to Adventurers Guild. We're going to rename this to Adventurers Guild. I think it's struggling. Where's it struggling at still? Okay, so we're not making this. We're gonna make this a Adventurers Guild menu enum target. Now there's a lot of issues. What was that, quest board? What was this? In? And then this was leave. Okay, now there's gonna be a lot of spots where that's gonna probably complain. Yep, here we go. Okay, how many more? One more. Here we go. Okay, recruitment, that's been all renamed. How about the Adventures Guild? Quest manager, okay, that's all good. Adventures Guild. I think this is all good. Yep. All those cause issues when I try to build them, so I'm trying to prevent that. Okay, so quest giver. I want to rename this the quest board. Quest board. Tavern clicked on quest board. Probably want to go back to Adventurers Guild. Adventurers Guild clicked. We're doing a lot of renaming right now. So give me a second to get this all cleaned up. I feel like that's gonna be a lot of what I do in the upcoming period is renaming and rewriting code. Because I want to try to minimize everything down to the least amount of work as possible. And that's kind of like the process of refactoring. So I'll probably be refactoring as we do the next version, pretty much. Okay, so quest board's good. Adventurers Guild was good, I think. Yeah. Adventurers Guild menu. So we made that quest board. That's recruitment. That's Adventurers Guild. We got to rename this to... Whoops. Quest board. I think that's all good. In room. We're going to rename this to Adventurers Guild. Click. So one thing is, it seems like these are all the same at this point, so we could probably base them off of like an Adventurers Guild's page precept and kind of throw this stuff under it, because this seems to all be the same. Because if we look at this, the in room, quest board. I mean, how similar? This has the set active. This also has Adventurers Guild collect, so we can basically take all that code out and put it into something else. So we're gonna make a new one called Adventurers Guild page. This is going to public. Remove that stuff. We're going to make this mono behavior. Okay, we're going to basically copy... Which one's the simplest one? This is going to be an abstract class. Abstract. We're going to take recruitment. And that's all we want in this. So, like, this is what we expect. So, in's going to be a Adventurers Guild page. And then we don't need any of this. And it's just that simple. Like, these can be removed. And when we get to them, they'll have their own custom stuff. But and then maybe we'll start seeing more stuff be shared. So, but we don't need this. We don't need these two. I mean, that's only cutting out like, I don't know, 20 lines maybe, if that, maybe 15 lines. But, you know, if we keep doing that, it'll eventually cut out a lot of stuff. As we keep continuing on, you know. Quest board, quest manager, quest guild. Can this be Adventurers Guild? I think this can be. We get rid of these. I mean, we have the other one, but I don't know if we need it. It's fine. Adventurers Guild menu. So that's okay. Yep. Game manager. What do we have here? I don't think we need this open. I don't think we need this open. Okay, let's go see what this looks like now. Okay, so tavern menu, we could rename this to Adventures Guild menu. We renamed all these correctly. Looks like it. We're gonna rename this to Quest board. Adventures Guild menu. There we go. Recruitment, Adventure Skill menu. Probably gotta go through all these to make sure they're all still like set up correctly. I don't think we touched these. I don't think we touched this one either. All these buttons are still connected. Yep. I think all these buttons might not be. Okay, we're gonna do Adventurers Guild button. I feel like I just gotta copy that. Save me from saying it. And then on the text, can you stop highlighting the entire thing? Okay, that looks good. Does this button do anything? Recruitment. We want to do adventure skill clicked. Okay. That looks good. Quest board. This is probably not set up. That looks all good. Retireable, available quests. I think we're gonna just have to fix this one probably. I know all the buttons aren't gonna be working above, so we'll have to fix those. Okay, that one should be good. Like, all these aren't gonna be working. We need to do reception. We need to do quest board. It's gonna be in room. That still seems good. Yep. And leave should be good. Okay. This still has everything. Quest board needs to be connected. Adventure skill manager. There we go. Wait, why does this one not have... Okay, that's kind of weird to me. Let me go check what that is. Adventures Guild. This should have... This basically should have the thing that's connected to everything. So this should technically have all these. Should be other way around. It should be... These three. Where is it? Adventures Guild. This. And then everything else is going to be like, bam. I know it seems weird that we're doing more work, but it's like hierarchy, you know? Like, the quest board and recruitment are underneath Adventures Guild. So we don't want to like not show that. Quest pop-up and standard. this one. But what are we just looking at? It's a tavern menu. Bam. Whoops. Bam, bam. Okay. So this one, just add Adventurers Guild. Then to this, we need to add quest board. Oh, this is the quest board. Oh, okay. No, I was mistaken. Yeah, I was mistaken. Oh, the Unity, oh, okay. It was right to begin with. These should be up here. I was thinking buttons. So, a lot of work just wasted, but it's okay. We do that. Because this should have this quest board and this recruitment. And now all these buttons need to have the right buttons. We already did that. Okay, so this should work. So let's give it a go to see if we have everything connected correctly. Adventurers Guild. We already don't have it connected correctly. Yep. Wait. Ah. Adventurers Guild. This is town menu, okay. Okay, relax. Stupid game, relax. Okay, town menu. Town menu, town menu, town menu. Town menu. We want to rename this to Adventurers Guild. Now, town menu should be an overworld. Interface, overworld, maybe? Okay, well, let's go to the overworld, see where it's at. Overworld. Menu, town interactive menu. This town menu, Adventurers Guild button. Town menu, Adventurers Guild clicked. Here we go. Okay, let's see if this works. Take number 2. Okay. I mean, this is good. We are doing a lot of renaming, so we expect errors. Just gotta hopefully resolve them all. Okay, there it is. Load. Complete. Oh. Okay. Next, we need to update the resources. This one has Adventures Guild. This one also has Adventures Guild. Whoops. Okay. Go to reception. Nothing happens. That's good. That's what we expect. Quest board. Leave. Quest board. Leave. Leave. Adventures menu. In. Nothing. Recruitment. Okay. Adventures Guild. Okay. Quest. Leave. Okay. That all works as we expect. Now let's see. We are wanting to do in room, so we don't have anything for in right now. So let's go to the tavern and do the inn. So the inn, I'm gonna make this rather simple. I gotta figure out if there's a color picker or how to do a color picker. It's a Unity how to make a. Oh wait, there's got to be a color picker, right? All right, let's go to the menu. Ventures Guild. Adventurers Guild Managers. Adventurers Guild Manager. Well. Okay. Now, so we gotta add. There's empties. Yes. Empties? Empties. Empties. Okay. So we gotta add a in room. So I'm thinking, I'm trying to figure out how this might be done. So one thing is, I think I'm gonna move this image over to each of these. Because I don't want there to be an image on copy component. Paste. Add component. Oh, interesting. Okay. Paste component as new. There we go. Okay. Interim, we don't want it on there. So we're going to add a new script. Let me go add it appropriately. Oh, we already have interim. There we go. Adventurers Guild, connect that. What does in-room do? We created it, right? In-room is just empty. Got it. So in-room. I give it the stretch and the hydrate and the there we go. There's a Jace around here somewhere. Okay, so we have an in-room. I want to display the character. I want to have a list of characters. Maybe we could just go right and left. It goes through your characters. Okay, sorry, I was thinking about how to do this. So I think we could do like... So interim, we could have our character data. What is the... game data? So we have save... all player characters is a list of players. So we're gonna be like, bam. This is gonna be player characters. And then on start, we're gonna be like player characters equals game data dot save game data dot all player characters. You think you're gonna just make mac and cheese and salad for dinner? That sounds pretty good. I have a burrito downstairs that I'm gonna eat after stream, probably. We're gonna do int player index equals 0. We're gonna add 2 buttons, so we're gonna be like using TMP Pro. We're gonna have public button left button public right button. And now when public void left button clicked. Wait, we don't need these. Why are we doing this? We just call from a click. So when left button click, we're going to take the index equals minus equals 1. If it's less than 0, then we're going to say player index equals player characters dot count minus 1. And then we're going to do update player display. Void update player display. It's gonna be very similar. Then player equals 0 plus equals 1. Okay. So now let's add these 2 buttons and update our player display. So what we can do is we want to instantiate our players. So I'm going to go take a look at the combat initializer. Because this is where the stuff's going to be located. Hey, PT, thank you for the 14 months. That's awesome. How's it going? We're currently updating so that you can customize your characters, your names, and your colors. Through all the players, blah blah blah. Instantiate. Yeah, I kind of want to look at the battle setup. The battle setup is better to what we're gonna do here. By the way, PT, we are. I'll probably be good to start our projects in a couple weeks, like 2 weeks maybe. Because I've done the main load of my master stuff. So I'll start looking at it like in May. Like that first weekend of May, maybe. I'll be out of town. That's next weekend, right? This weekend I'm out of town, next weekend I'm out of town, so the weekend after is probably when I'll look at it. I'm telling you, I could probably get that. I could probably get the core of our game done in like a weekend. Like, it's pretty simple. I feel like we should totally just try to game jam it. That could be fun. Oh, totally. Let's see. So player update, we want to do the same thing that battle setup is doing. Start. Show dialogue. Character selector. Nope. Is it not quest display? It's not the interface. Okay, I'm looking at the interfaces. Battle setup manager. Start. Get character list. Here we go. We instantiate them all and add them to our player list. I think this is probably better. Okay. Player list. This is gonna go into our in room. That's what it is. So instead of saving this stuff, we're gonna save the player list. We'll probably do the same thing. I'll probably actually just copy all that. What's this doing? This. And then we'll do set character. Yeah, I like update player display. We'll do void generate or load characters. For each player in this all players, we'll instantiate a player. Players not currently exist. So what do we need? We need to pass in the reference to the player. Okay. Don't need that. We're going to do load characters. Then we'll do update player display. Let me just hide that. Players. What's players? Players. Transform. Players is a game object? Oh, that's the list of players. Okay, that's fine. We could do that too. It's like the list of players in the scene currently. There we go. That'll load all the characters. And then we update the player display. So all of them are going to be hidden. Except for our player we want. So we'll do player index dot set actives true. And then we'll just do player active player. There we go. So we set the active player to false, we update the active player, we set it back to true. And this is going to be player list now. Okay, there we go. So that should, we just need to connect all these stuff. But with that, we should have a basic thing that I don't know what it's going to look like, but let's see. So I will add an image. We will add an image to this. Make it that 0, 0, 0, 0. So bright. Don't worry. I will nerf it. We're going to make it dark. And we'll make it like 1050. I just want to see that it sort of exists. Perfect. Okay, so now we've got to add a title. So we'll add a UI text in room title. Okay, we're gonna make this centered, maybe 500 wide. Center it from the top. Sure, stretch the entire side. What does it matter? -50, and we'll make this like 100. Nah. In room. Maybe 150. That works. So we'll make this -150. Sure. We're gonna add two buttons. UI button. There it is. This is gonna be left button, right button. So left button and right button, they're going to be 250. We're going to drag this onto here. Okay. Left button text. Right button text. We're going to make these both 36. We're going to make this the right font. That is good. This is going to be bam. And this is going to be bam. Sure, why not? Now, placement. This is going to be from the bottom left corner. We'll do 300. Maybe 215. 200? 150. 150. 100 up. Ooh, 75 up. There we go. And then this is going to be from the bottom right. Negative 150. Negative 75. Nope, still 75. You can probably make these buttons bigger, but that's fine. We'll deal with it. This will drag in the room. In room when left is clicked. And then this will drag in the room when right is clicked. Okay. We need a button to leave. So we'll do two buttons. We'll be like leave. Leave button. And then we'll do and we'll just do a leave button. If they make changes right now, it's permanent. They'll have to deal with it. Leave. Bam. 36. And then this is going to be from the bottom center. It's going to be 75 up. There we go. So I'm planning on just showing the character here and then having the customizations here. So let's get the character loaded first. So we need a empty. This is going to be characters. What is it? Players. So we need a players here, and then we need to drag the player object over here. Prefabs. Character, base character, we can do player. I feel like we do battle setup player, but let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me add the leave button quickly. Oh my god, what was this? Public void leave button clicked. We already have it from this. Wait. Adventure skill click. We already have it, so we don't need to do anything. We can just get rid of whatever this is. Bam. In room. Adventures Guild clicked. There we go. Now we can get out of here. The one thing is we might have to overwrite that because we're not saving any data right now, which is fine. We'll get to that. Okay, so let's test that this loads characters in. Load, complete, Adventures Guild. We have an issue. What's the issue? Failed to instantiate the player. Okay, what is happening here? What's the issue? I mean, okay, room players. We have all the characters here. Failed to create agent because there's no valid nav mesh. Ah, okay. Maybe that's why we use the other one for this. The overworld one. Let me go do that. So this was in the Adventures Guild. All right, let's move this up a little bit. Okay. So interim, we're gonna use the overworld. We might change this to non-combat. Hey, welcome in, Senator Girl. Welcome in. How's it going? Screwed it up yet? Oh my god. Maybe. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of changes without really checking what I've been doing, so there could be a lot that's screwed up with it right now. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. Oh my god, I'm messing. This is really messing it up. Hold on. Okay. One last check. Hold on. Adventures Guild. Is everything default? Ah, you know, I don't think I have it connected to the Adventures Guild. Yeah, we need to add public in room. In room. Dot set active equals false. I feel like we should set everything to false and then like only set the one to true. Yes, what? What's up? Everything is wrong? It's possible, yeah. Okay. Stop. Replay. Now we got to make sure it's connected. Are you connected? No. It's now connected. Press play. Okay. What we're doing right now is we're adding the character customizations. By the way, Snyder. So you can customize your character's name and color. We're working on that part. We're working on some fun stuff today. In room. Okay, so still doesn't like what's going on. Let's leave. Let's go back. In room. Okay, active player is null. That is true. Oh, I should have been like, if active player is not equal null, then set it to false. Load. Complete help Jake. Adventures Guild. In room. Continue. Okay. We don't have any errors. Now the question is, where? Oh, where have my players gone? How tiny is he? How much bigger do I make this? I need to make this like... Okay, I gotta redo this. That's not gonna work. We are gonna have to... I have an idea. I just gotta get it working. Is a word. I need to go to the Adventures Guild. We're gonna move this outside of this. We're actually gonna delete this. I don't like it. We're gonna delete it. Empty. Players. In players. Now you shall look at this object. Oops. Okay. So now the question is, how big do we need to make these players to make them actually appear? Okay, yeah, I don't care. We know it's gonna work. Okay. Now, where are these players at? They're way down there. What if we make them like 100 times bigger? Okay. We need a light in here. That's what's happening. Okay, let's get a light in here quickly. We need to add a light. Directional light. Hard shadows? No, no shadows. Directional point. Yeah, that's fine. That is good enough. Load completes. Venture in. $100, $100, $100. Okay, how about 1,000? 1,000. I think he might be too big. He might be too big. You know, I think he's too big. Maybe 500. That's pretty good. How about rotate him 45? 40. 45? Negative 25. Negative 5. How's that? And we can move him here. We can move him like back here. Just like that. How's that? That didn't work out. Zero, zero, zero. What was that? 550? Wait, can I have this pinned? Can I pin the view? Oh, we could throw this down here. There we go. Okay, so the players, we want to move them. Let's just get them in the right spot and then we can rotate them. So 0. So maybe 10, 10. 500, 500. That's way too far. 1, 1. What if we go 20? And then down to 5. Maybe 40. And then down to 2. 0. 0? It's not terrible. Maybe 30. Down negative 5. Rotate 45. Angle negative 6. Rotate him 30. Negative 30. Negative 5. Negative 20. Negative 10. Negative 10. Negative 5. Up 0. Negative 3. Is that good? Do you think that's good? Maybe. Negative 4. I think that's good. Negative 50. Oh, no. 30? 30. Ooh. There we go. We're going to copy World Transform. Bam. We're going to go to Ventures. We're going to do Paste World Transform. Look at that. Okay. Now let's see if this works. That's the real question. Does this work? Oh, okay. We'll see if this works first. I want to make the background like dark. There you go. What do you think? We can go through. We can see all of our dudes. This is going to be how big the hat will be at any given point. I think the wizard hat's the biggest one. Kind of like that. And then we'll have the name and then color selector here. And then when you click leave, it'll save it, and then you'll go back to the Adventurers Guild. Now, I want to make the background dark. Let's see. Unity. I do a lot of looking stuff up during this. Unity, how to make the background dark in a scene. I feel like render setting that ambient light. I feel like there's like a scene setting. Main camera maybe? Oh, here it is. Solid color. Dark. Oh, I don't want this. I didn't want it in this camera. We want it in the Adventurers Guild main camera. Oh, could we do don't clear? Nope, not don't clear. Oh, you want to see what this one does? This is crazy. I think I did that. Hold on, let's see. I think I did this in the battle setup. The don't clear is kind of crazy. Because I made a solid color black. That's what I did for this one. It's really just invisible. But yeah, don't clear goes kind of crazy on this. Let's see. Main menu. Bam. Okay, so this is don't clear. As you can already tell, shit just does not look right? And then you can click on it. Guys, welcome to my game. It's fully functioning. And we did it. This is what my game's gonna be like. So I hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, that camera's crazy. Okay, let's go revert it. Solid color. Adventurers Guild. We want a solid color. Black. Invisible. Sure. Okay, now let's see if that looks better. Load. Bam. Adventurers Guilds. In. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Okay, let's add a text box for name. So, Adventurers Guild. In players. In room. Are we hiding everything? Okay, here we go. So we want to add two. We want to add a name and color selector. Player name, color selector. And this, we're going to add a text. This is going to be a label. Let's say player name. And then we're going to add a UI, which is a input field. Name input. Okay, so now on next, I think we want to do like on change. Okay, so let's just get this going and loaded. We'll make this like 50 tall. We'll make the text in it placeholder, enter name. You should never see that because there should always be a name in there. But it's fine. It's gonna be like 36. Maybe 32. It seems like that's smaller. We're gonna make this area wide, input wider. So 300. 400, sure. Now the label, let's see, 36, update this to the right one, centered. Okay, we're gonna, 36, is 36, what about 50? Make this 300. Sure. Actually, just kind of like that. Nice and simple. Doesn't take up much room, but that's fine. We'll figure out room later. So we're just gonna move this like here. What is that? 400 by 100. We're gonna make this 75. Okay, we're gonna copy the label over to color selector. Color selector. 0.75. Looks good. Now, I don't know how to do a color selector, so this is where I'm gonna have to look it up. How to have a color selector UI in Unity. Because I have no idea. I would love to know. I feel like I'm gonna have to download something, but I want to see if there is an easy way in Unity to do it. Seems like I might have to make my own. Which is fine. I'm all down to make my own. I just gotta figure it out. I mean, for now, we could just do it based on hex code. But I wonder if there's already something built in. Let's see. Slider. It's probably gonna be a combination of slider. Let's see, what do we have for package manager? Sometimes they already have like, oh yeah, we have like UI. I don't know, like TMP Pro Plus. Dependencies, UI. It's all recommended. Sure, we'll update. That's fine. Unity UI. Okay, I might have to look up this later, but I guess for now we can just use hex codes. Do we use hex codes? What would be the best way? Let's see if ChatGPT can help me. Actually, I use Find. Have you guys ever heard of Find? It's like an AI for coding. C# Unity. How to create a color picker. How to maybe implement a color picker UI. Let's see what they say. To implement color, you can follow a two-step approach. First, create a UI element that represents the color picker, and the second, implement the logic to capture. Yeah, no shit. What? Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna have to create my own color picker thing for the future. So I might have to do that off stream just because I don't know exactly what I'm doing, and it'll be a lot of research. But in order to get this going, I think we save. How do we save? How do we save data? Player. Color is a string. What does the string look like? Oh, okay. So it's a combination of three things. That's fine. We'll just do a string for now, and then we can see what it looks like. Okay. Yeah, we'll just copy what this is doing for now. We'll do an input 0 0. Enter color. Okay, and now we're gonna move this color selector. I don't know. What was that? 400, negative 100, 150. Sure, that looks good. So now we need to have input. Where did I do the other input? Oh, in the save. What did I do for save? That would have been in the pause menu, which setting main menu, load game menu, overworld. That's where it's at. Menus, pause menu, save window. New name. I think this is. What does this use? Pause menu. Pause menus. So this has access to save name, which is the TMP input. Sure. So let's pull up the pause menus. In room. I'm gonna close some of these. All of them, actually. I need the menus for the overworld. Yeah, here we have this. So we need 2 of these in here. This is going to be name input. And this is going to be color input. So we need to do this is going to be void name updated. And then void color updated. So these are going to be the 2 events that we call whenever we change a value in either the name or the color. So we want to load this in, so we need to do an update. The name input's going to equal name input dot text, I assume. Is that what we do over here? Load, update, save and set active equals false. Text equals active player dot character name. And then color input dot text equals active player dot color. That's an actual color, okay. Dot to string. And then when we update the name, then we set that to that. And active character equals, what do we do for what are we like character? We want to look at player, not character. Player. Here we go. So we're updating the character color. So we're going to split it like this. Okay, so this is going to be colored text split. I'm assuming. I have no idea, honestly, but we'll find out. So that should update the color. Update display. Should be good. When we update a display, we also want to save the data, which should be updated. Okay, never mind. That should be good. Now we need to connect these to the inputs. I think it should load fine. So I think we just need to connect everything up, and we should have a functional character editor. Let's go to the Adventures Guilds. So we want to look at the in room. We have the player name. So this is have an on change. Or is the text area has on change? Nope. Text has on change? Something's got to have an on change, right? Here we go. On value changed. We are going to trigger the I didn't do the right one. This one. In room. This is the player name, so name changed. Name updated. On change. On the in room. In room. Color updated. Okay. Now let's see if it loads. Oh wait, we didn't connect everything up. I don't think. Because the in-room needs, yeah, those two. Okay, I think that's good. Let's find out though. I'm really worried about the color one. I know we have to redo the color one eventually. I just gotta figure out how to do it. Okay, this isn't quite what I expected when I did that. Okay, let's see if we can. So we gotta convert the color. So we could go bam, bam. We could do active player dot color dot RGB R comma G comma B. That should be it. Now it seemed like the text was quite small. What's the text size? Okay, the text size is not what we want. Probably want 32. What do we make the placeholder? The placeholder looks pretty good. Text. 32, okay. Okay, now let's give it a try. And let's see if updating actually updates the model. That would be the goal. Now, I don't know how live it is. I hope it's pretty live on the changes. We might have to write some changes into the character to update it. Now, this looks pretty crazy, but if we like... If we make this like 0, this 0, this 0. I don't know if it did anything. Let's see. Could have done something. Could have just done nothing. Who knows? What if we make this one? Oh, color split. Null. Text. Okay. What is color split? 0. Okay. I mean, technically that'll be fine. This is good for testing for now. We still want to rely on the updating to a actual thing. Yeah, I want to do... If we're just going to do this, if color split length equals 3 and color split 1 is not equal to null, and color split, we're going to do this 3 times. One, two. If that's all true, then we'll throw that in there. So that should protect it a little bit, but it does seem like it's not quite updating the model on the fly, which is what I was concerned about. So if we look at the player, I think the character name is fine, but I want to update the visual. So I think that's important. So on the character, let's see what character color is used for. Not character, it's gonna be on player. So what is character color used for? Update the model. We will do update color. New character model. Okay, we're just gonna public update color void. Now if we do this, it'll probably complain. Whoa, complain. We'll make this that. Void. There we go. So now we can just call player.update color. And that should be good. Right? Material.color equals character color. Okay. This would be pretty cool if this works. This is something I was wanting to do, but like it's pretty complex, like on the back end. So like this, I want to. Oh, look at that. It's complaining. Oh, that's cool. Make this like 0.5. And then 0.2. Now he's green. Look at that. And this will be Sir Ted. Okay. Now I don't have the saving done, so if we leave and come back. Oh. Oh, right. No, that's fine. And then we come back. No, you're good. I don't expect everyone to pay attention to these streams completely. There's a lot of boring me just rambling through code. If you're interested, then you're interested. Otherwise, you know, hang out, come pop in, ask a question. Lurking is always appreciated. Okay, so it seems like we have that saved. Now we gotta do the leave thing. So when you leave, we want it to save all the data. Because the main thing is like, oh yeah, you can see that like we still have Sir Lance William, I think it was. Sir William? Yeah, Sir William. But before that, it looks like we're about to have ads. So I'm going to run ads, and I'm going to go do a quick break. So I will be back in like 3-ish minutes. So I will see you guys then. And I'm back. Just in time. Look at that. Okay, now we're gonna do the actual part that saves the data when we leave. So I think we want to public void leave button clicked. And then we're gonna do adventures. Yeah, I'm back. Adventures guild clicked. There we go. So when the leave button's clicked, we're gonna save the data. So we're gonna go like Jace is doing stuff. Rolling Arlen's back, being a menace. So we're gonna go for each. for int I equals 0, I less than player count. Okay, so we're gonna go through each player, and so we're gonna go game data dot save game data dot all player characters I dot name equals player list dot character name. And then dot color equals, we gotta do the same thing with up here. But instead of active player, we want to use that. Okay, so that should update the data correctly. Now we need to be like, do we have access to tavern? Oh, we should. We should have access to the Adventurers Guild menu, which we should be like return public bool run icon generator equals false. So then when we leave, we'd be like, if run icon generator, then we go to icon generator, else we go to overworld. And then when we leave the in room, we want to go player guild menu. Adventures Guild menu. Dot run icon generator equals true. Okay, let's see. So the goal is when we load in the game, we want to, well, we're running to save the data, so we could check that by going to the team manager after we do the update. So let us give this a try. I think I just need to connect one thing, which is Adventures Guild's menu in leave button, which instead of the Adventures Guild clicked, I want to do the leave button clicked. Okay. Another thing for the in room, I want to remove this completely gone, because we want to make sure we're looking at the right color. Okay, so Sir William, we're gonna change him to Sir William Mington III, and then he's just gonna be bah, bah, bah. Okay, now we can leave. Put string. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Leave. Okay, now we can go to party management. Sir Wellington III. The name's kind of long, but you can see that he's been updated, and it's Sir Lancelot's. Or Lancelot's. So that we got that working. And now if we save this, characters modified. Save. load. Characters modified. You go to the party management. Still modified. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so the one thing I would need to change eventually, which I'll probably do it, probably research it after this, is that I need to change this color selector to the actual color selector instead of whatever this abomination is. But I think that concludes the setting up the in, and we'll just make a new task for update in color selector. This is going to be what, character menu 24. But yeah, I think allow renaming, allow change colors. Move to testing. I think that one's done. Nope. Where is... So last thing we want to do before we call it quits on that task is I want to update... I want to push it, so add in room and allow updating characters. There we go. Our first push. We got our first update. That'll be a fun one. That'll allow you guys to have like a little bit more customization to your games, which will be fun. Now, let's look. Let's see if we could do a smaller task. What would be a smaller task? All these are pretty big tasks, so I don't want to do them. Inventory screen could be a smaller task. Okay, these seem like smaller, but they're not actually smaller. They're actually pretty big. I don't think there's anything that's actually small. Maybe this convert save settings between game versions might be small. Let's do it. So, the one thing we want to do is we'll do a settings. There should be a settings script somewhere. I'm assuming it'll probably be in not core, probably. Nope. Probably an interface. We'll probably put in core though. We'll do a. I gotta clean this up. It's a nightmare. We'll do a settings converter. Public. We'll make this mono behavior. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of all this. Okay, so when this is ran, it will void start. Okay, so when we start our main menu, settings. So when we start our main menu, we're gonna load in. We'll probably make this a static class. Static class, which we don't need that. So we're gonna make this a static, public static, void convert settings to modern. So what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna look at which means we'll probably just default everything that doesn't exist. I'm trying to think of how this will work. I don't know how this would work, honestly. Okay, so basically the idea is that something loads, there's going to be a settings file that's currently saved to your thing. For example, when you get a new update and I add some settings to it, I don't want it to break and lose all your settings. I want to try to convert it from your old settings to your new one. So I need to basically repopulate everything. So whenever I add a settings, I'm going to have to update this. So we're going to be like game data dot settings data. So then we're just going to go through each. We're going to be like if equals null. Then we're going to do a else. If it's not null, we'll have to go through and update each one. But if it's null, then we could be like, equals new audio settings data. And audio settings data, what do we have? Music volume. Where is that? I should, because I've been doing defaults. I could just do it here, main menu. Okay, where's this called from? So many places. Let's see. Not the converter, not the actions, not the modals. In the main menu. This. Or do file. So if it doesn't exist, then we're going to return. That's all we need to do. Settings, converter dot convert to modern. And then we're gonna do settings, converter dot convert settings to modern. We're missing one right here. Strange. If game data dot settings data equals null. Yeah, we'll probably just be like, bam, that's our defaults. Oh, actually, we'll probably, audio. Yeah, we'll probably make this simpler. We'll probably be like, oh yeah, just new up a new one. And then we'll go through and check if this one, if that's the case, then new up a new one. And then if it's an int, if it equals I mean, this is basically a mapper at this point, which is the crazy part. Oh, that's what we should do. Map settings. var old settings, new, and then game data dot settings equals new settings data. I mean, that's what we're doing. We're just mapping it. I don't know why I have to make it so complex. So then we're just like, okay, audio settings gonna be new. Audio settings equals new audio settings. Music equals if old settings dot audio settings dot music volume, then use that. If not, then set it to 30. Cannot convert type int to slider component. What? I had the wrong thing. Audio settings data. Here we go. That's strange. There we go. Okay, now we just got to do it for each. So I don't think we have any. Oh, yeah, okay. So we have audio, then we have game settings equals new game settings data. So I guess we should go look at the settings data. So there's confirmation data. So skip tutorials equals true. Always skip tutorials equals true. Confirmation modals equals new confirmation modal data. And then we got these. Welcome back. How was your meal? Oh my god, I made a mess of this. Wait for the hydrate in the stretch. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this is gonna be. It was simple but nice. That's good to hear. Old settings. Check if it's null. If it's not null, then do game settings. Check if it's null. If it's not null, then go to confirmation. Check if it's null. If it's not null, then do that. False. Okay, so we're just gonna copy this because this is basically what we're doing for the rest of them. We just gotta update them to the correct ones. Okay, so that should do that. We probably want to do this one, which is game settings. Dot always skip. False. Okay. So that's game settings, right? That's all we have for game settings. Settings. Game settings. The other ones are just empty right now, which makes this easy. We could just be like video settings equals new. Video settings. And what was the last one? Control settings equals new control settings. And that's that. So now we just go call this from main menu. Bam. Easy. So let's see if this works. So it should just load my settings correctly is what it should do. So if I set that up, I don't know, set these there, disable all tutorials, save, close this. Okay. Now what does it do if I were to delete this? Okay, that seems to work. A nice simple converter. So that should save you if you have settings between versions, it should copy them over. Simple, but nice. Especially when I keep going through and adding new settings, you know? You want to be able to save your old settings between the versions. So let me update that. Ah, I didn't move it over. Okay, convert settings, save, cancel. Convert settings between each new version. Someone keeps flirting with you and it's actually working. I mean, hey, you know? Yeah. Okay, we got 2 tasks done today. I think that's probably a solid wrapping point for today. I don't want to go too crazy. I'm not rushing to get all this done anytime soon. I plan on having version 1 Alpha 4 out by the end of May. So I have an entire month to do. I don't know, there's actually a pretty decent amount of work, but yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. It's about 80 tasks, which is what I did for the first 2 versions. Well, the second and third version, I guess. But yeah, if you guys liked what you saw, please leave a follow. I would appreciate it. I do game development every Tuesday. I currently have a version 2 out right now. I just finished up version 3. Yeah, check me out on my socials. I'm always active on there. Leave me a follow. If you have a follow, then you have access to my emotes, and we can use our raid emote right there. So let's go find someone to go raid. I won't be streaming anytime soon. I know that sounds scary, but I'm going to be out of town on Thursday. So we're not going to have a normal Thursday stream. I'll probably try to stream some on Sunday when I get back. So you're not going to go a full week without me, but I'll still be active on Discord and Twitter. So feel free to check that stuff out. But yeah, let's go find someone to go raid. Who is on right now? I would like. Is there another game dev that I hang out with? Let's see. Is there a new game dev? Let's go find out. You know, maybe we'll find a new game dev friend. I always like trying to see if there's new people in the category every once in a while. Software, in-game development. We're gonna limit this by VTubers. VTuber. I see me. I see. Man, there's not really much people on here. Okay, well, I guess we'll just send it over to. We can send it over to Yagi. We haven't sent it over to Yagi in a while. Yagi. Playing some Lethal Company. Well, I will catch you guys on Sunday and or Discord. Feel free to hang out then.
Get fired a little bit ago. I think it's like 200 something. Oh shoot! Braylon, welcome in, welcome in. How you doing, man? Give you a shout out. Give you a shout out. How you doing? Da, 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 da.